Good morning, everybody. It's another beautiful day today, and it's just barely starting to come out. I wanted to bring my dog with me, but the problem is I don't know if there's going to be rattlesnakes out here. I mean, I've seen them before when it was hotter. Right now, it's cool in the morning, but I don't want to take a chance of my dog getting bit. So I moved to a different place, about 2 miles up. Let's see how it looks around here. Okay. See what I'm trying to do is I'm just traveling upstream because I'll show you. If you look, you see where it's all real thick, thick greenery. That all thick greenery. That's the river bed where all these plants seem to always grow because of the flash floods they have here. So that's what I'm gonna do. And if you look, that's where these flash floods come in, and it just moves these rocks here. Look at it. This just dug a big, I don't even know if you can tell, but it's like, a good 2 feet down, about 2 feet down. Yeah, and I mean, it just tears up the rocks and everything around here. You know, I could get all these rocks and make a nice little home. Sturdy home, the old-fashioned way out here. Maybe they used to do that back in the day. It looks like some of these floods come so fast, they just knock down trees and they just knock all these trees down, and it's just pretty amazing. Let's see if we can find something interesting. There's another huge saguaro cactus. This one's really big. People cut this on the inside of the skin and they get high with it. It's almost like a mushroom trip. So I hear. Anyway. I'm walking through a tree. There's a lot of wood here. You can make fires because this wood is dry. And then you can make a nice little shelter from the sun if you're out in the sun, because it all covers kind of like a weeping willow. It's really nice and neat. I like it. I wish I knew more about geological stones, because there's so many beautiful rocks out here, and especially when you crack them in half, there's like a lot of, I don't really know enough about how to get the cool ones, but there's so many out here. And you could just find them by walking around. People make a living on getting a lot of these rocks. Maybe it's something I should look into. I don't know. Sounds good to me. You can tell this flash flood must have been pretty big. It split up in two places where it absolutely knocked down the trees when it did come by. And these are pretty big trees, but they were probably dry at the time when they were knocked out. But it split off in two because of the trees, and then knocked them over. Once it knocks them over, it just lays them all down, and then the tries to go around the river. That's why it's split up in two rivers. The amazing thing is there is so many huge stones here. I mean, massive stones, that you can take these stones, and if I didn't have my RV, if I didn't have somewhere to sleep, I would make me a nice permanent little cabin, bring it up a little, so just in case when a flash flood comes. But I would make it like a nice cabin. If I was homeless, that's what I would do, because there's food out here. I mean, I must have passed up, and I didn't have my camera on, like 3 rabbits again, and they hide in the bushes. You can catch rabbits, and I got a bow and arrow. And yeah, I mean, you could live out here. Shrubbery. With all the shrubbery, there's like nuts out here. A lot of rabbits. Even rodents. You can hunt them. You can live. So if I was homeless, I would come out here, grab these rocks. I mean, if I didn't have my little camper, make a nice little, because there's so many of them, you can make like even a 2-story dwelling, a nice one, it's permanent, and then patch it with mud, Once you patch it with mud, it's pretty airtight and it'll be solid. I mean, nothing's gonna knock that down. Maybe an earthquake, but other than that, it'd be a nice dwelling. So if I ever lose my little camper, I think I'm gonna do that, and I'll film it. Why not? I got nothing to do, nobody to talk to except you guys. Thanks for listening, and let's find some other stuff. Yeah, and another thing, there's enough wood to stay warm. I mean, it's everywhere. Yeah, it's all dried up wood. I think if you wanted to survive out in the desert, you could do it. You would be able to do it. I mean, I am out of my RV. Shoot. I'm finally getting a little close to my RV. This time I walked a little far this time. I think I walked about 2 miles out, and there it is. 2 miles out, and yeah, I slowed down on smoking because I'm always out of breath walking, so it's not even worth it. It's the smoking that's doing it to me. So I'm gonna stop. It's a little hard there. Almost there. My dog's asleep inside. I wanted to go out early because it's cooler, and that's better. Oh, when you set your traps for rodents or rodents or rabbits, make sure that if you see a lot of little holes in the ground, there's a lot of red ants there. So don't do it there, because if you put bait, the red ants will take it from you. So make sure to keep that in mind. Well, I'm finally back here, and I know my dog's awake now. I can hear her. Hey, what's up, buddy? That's my beautiful dog. I love my dog. What do you think, huh? Yeah. I love you too, buddy. Oh, right on. Yeah. Okay. Well, you could come out and enjoy it. Yeah. Stretch. Ooh, that was a big dookie. Almost stood in. All right. Anyway, I'm going to set some traps today. I'm going to try to catch a rabbit. And let's see how that is as far as taste-wise. I don't know if it's going to be gamey or how it's going to taste, but I'm going to find out. And I'm going to let you know how it goes. I'm sure I will. It's just on how about you do your trap thingy. You have a blessed day. Thanks for listening, because I'm just being bored and I need to talk to somebody. Bye.